Приехали на станцию Радлот. Это не доезжая одной станции до Сейнт-Пакрас, до Сейнт-Элбанс, где находится Академия Menspire. Джоша, к сожалению, сейчас нет в Академии Menspire, потому что он уехал в Африку, у них там благотворительный проект. Но нас с радостью пригласили в салон Menspire в Радлите, где мы пообщаемся с мастерами, расспросим об их фишках, о секретных техниках, которые они используют в работе с клиентами на повседневной основе. Думаю, что будет очень интересно, и с удовольствием поделимся с вами этими полезными секретами. Добро пожаловать в Menspire! Нас сегодня встретил Шон, мастер барбершопа Menspire. И сегодня Шон поделится не только своими секретами, но и на практике покажет, как он владеет своими инструментами. И сделает это он не на чьей-то голове, а подстрижет Алишера. So what is the regular thing you do when you meet a customer?
But usually I would not even have put a gown on the customer. So as soon as I meet him, I don't have a gown on him. And I want to actually come around and speak to him and start to understand who he is and look at his fashion and understand the person that's underneath the gown. It's very important, okay? Because I could just put the gown on top, but all I'm going to see is his trainers and his hair. I'm not really going to understand fully his fashion tribe and who he is. So, but yeah, we've already spoken, got a bit of a sense of who he is, so now that would be when I place the gown after the consultation.
How long do you work here?
So I've been here at Menspire since March, okay, and previous to that I was working for a hairdressing company, and I was cutting men and women's hair for around 7 years, so since I was 15 years old, a long time. But now I just focus only on men's hair.
Was it very complicated to get here?
Yeah, it took some time. Come forwards. Getting into Menspire, it did take me a little while, but that was because they really want to understand who you are. We don't just give anyone a job. You know, we like to meet and get to know potential employees first. So, follow me.
To understand whether the employees share your values and all that.
Exactly. And it's the other important thing as well. It's not just about the haircutting. It's about the person.
Is there any training program in Menspire? So when you hire you, when they understand that you're a right person to fit their values and priorities, what's next?
Definitely. So of course, just across the road from our salon, which is in St Albans, we have the Menspire Academy. That's where we run all of our courses for external students, but also for our own staff as well. That's very, very important. But really, in terms of the training, I say you learn the most on the shop floor. So the people who you are around, and obviously everyone at Menspire are very, very talented hairdressers, very talented barbers. So I'd say that's where I learned the most. You can learn a lot of technique in the salon, but you really learn, in the academy, but you really learn the experience in the salon. That's where you learn the most.
Is there any exams or something like this? Or after you hired, you just working?
I think there's constant reviews. So, and every haircut that walks out of the door, there'll be people like watching. So the bosses and people kind of in charge, they'll be looking at it, and they won't be afraid to tell you if something maybe wasn't fully up to scratch. Maybe it was something small.
So you enjoy the communication with people, right?
Yeah. And between like team members as well. So just the energy of the salon. They say that hairdressers are the happiest workers. Don't know. I can believe that because we are happy, you know, and we do this job. We wouldn't just do it for the money because a lot of the time it's not the best paid job in the world. But we really do it for the passion and for the love of the industry.
So how many days per week you work here?
5 days.
5 days?
Yeah, we're spending more time here than at home with our families.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm spending probably 50 hours of my week in the salon around my team members here. That's a lot more time than I'll be at home with my loved ones.
So what about your parents or friends?
Yeah.
What do they think about such a behavior when you're not pay a lot of attention?
You know, your friends or your family might not fully understand why the hours are so long and you know that kind of thing, but it is what it is. I think when they see you doing well and see you coming home and you're enjoying it and you're happy, that's all that matters really. You know, work my hardest to get into a company such as Menspire, which, you know, we are expected to graft, but that's, you know, you'll get out of it what you put into it. So it's the opportunity that comes with all of that graft and the hours that you put in, you get out. The opportunities to teach, opportunities to travel. That's really what I want to do. Because
sometimes when I ask barbers in Russia, for example, I'm asking them about whether they have time to do some perfect and really nice high quality works for their Instagram.
Yeah.
They say that they get too tired during the daily routine in the barbershop.
Yeah.
And I say, look, if it's your dream job, maybe it shouldn't be so exhausting. So maybe it's not the right place to work.
Yeah, look, it can be tiring. That's just the nature of the industry. I mean, the hours. Look, ultimately, if you don't want to work the long hours or put that kind of graft in, then don't be a barber. Don't choose to actually, that is your industry.
Yeah.
Do something that you really enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, that's it really.
Do you have any creative goals? So what are your plans? What you desire to do? What do you desire to achieve?
I think, you know, the salon here is new, and that's it's a big priority to me. I really enjoy being in the salon. I really enjoy having my clients and my customers, but there are other goals as well, such as education and being able to share technique to people. I think the next big goal for me really is probably something that's international, so something that's out of the UK.
What do you think is the secret of Menspire? So what brought it to a huge success? I mean, apart of those efforts which were put by Josh and his partners, so what special they did to gain this huge success, to gain this popularity?
It comes down to the individuals who work inside the company, and there's so many people who have contributed to the success of Menspire. Of course there's Josh, of course there's Sam, but we've got so many individuals within the company who have contributed to the success. And you know, we have Charlie Gray, we have Ollie Morehouse, we have Midge, Janelle, there's all of these names, and each and every person has contributed to that success. And that's really how Menspire has become so successful. It's not just because of one person, it's because of each and every individual within the company.
And the teamwork.
And the teamwork, exactly. And that's why it's so important when Menspire are going through the hiring process and choosing an individual. That's why it's really important that they understand the person first. It's not just about hair cutting. We can teach that. We can teach someone how to cut hair. It has to be about the person. It has to be about what they're willing to put into the company.
Do you usually have such a quiet mood here? I mean, you don't have a music here?
No, there's no music in all of our salons, and you know, we do usually have the TV playing. But let's remember as well, on a Saturday, for instance, there's these 5 chairs here. There's a barber behind every chair cutting hair. So We buzz off each other. We create the atmosphere. We don't rely on music to create the atmosphere. We turn the chairs. So I could turn my chair. The person next to me will turn his chair. And we interact with each other. We create our own atmosphere. The barbers will discuss topics amongst themselves. The clients will discuss topics amongst themselves. So it comes down to different genres as well and different individuals. You might like a completely different music taste to me. So we can't just have one genre of music playing to suit everyone. We want to attract, it's Menspire, and we will attract all men. Doesn't matter how old you are. You can be a baby, you can be 80 years old, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you like whatever music or whatever fashion tribe you're in. We want to attract everyone. So that's another key reason why we don't play music in the salon. Do you know, before I actually started working at Menspire, maybe just to butter him up a little bit, I brought Josh a present, which was, it was a world map, and you could actually scratch off the countries that you've been to. So that was my present to Josh before I started working at Menspire. I'm not sure if he started scratching it off yet, but if he did, I'm sure there's a lot of the world now that he has visited. But people see Josh and people see the success, you know, and Josh is very, very successful. In my opinion, he's the best. But you have to see what's behind that success. You have to see the sacrifice that that man has made, the hours that he's put in to his craft. You know, for me, that's an inspiration. That's someone to aspire to be like. Someone who really is reaping the benefits of the sacrifice that he's put into everything that he's done in the past. And Josh fully deserves all of the success in the world.
Я, если честно, очень сильно впечатлен общением с Шоном. Шон знает историю компании Menspire, он знает историю, прошлое, как его творческий руководитель в лице Джоша добился успеха. То есть он нам рассказал о том, что все видят успешную вот эту вот сторону Джоша Ламонаки, что все его знают, но мало кто знает, сколько сил, труда, пота и крови он положил на то, чтобы стать настолько знаменитым мастером. Очень вдохновляет, потому что мое мнение, что в любой профессии, будь то барбер или токарь, ты должен не только фанатеть от того, что ты делаешь, но и где ты это делаешь, и с кем ты это делаешь. Был очень интересный пример, когда мы задержались с нашим интервью, то есть ну, к Шону пришел клиент, уже надо стричь, а мы его еще не отпускаем, общаемся. И администратор, который сидел на стойке ресепшена, он проводил клиента в кресло, надел на него пеньюар, пообщался с ним, там, буквально это было 5 минут, но он клиента не оставил одного и тем самым позволил Шону спокойно с нами закончить общение. Это очень круто. Из всего этого какой урок, да, я могу извлечь? Ну, во-первых, если вас раздражает потоковая работа, если вас напрягает начальство в вашем барбершопе или еще что-то, нужно сразу уходить, потому что это значит, что эта работа не ваша. И если вы хотите действительно стать крутым барбером, хотите развиваться, вы обязаны уделять время творческим работам, супер крутым стрижкам, фотографировать их, выкладывать в Инстаграм, чтобы другие мастера посмотрели на вас и подумали, что вау, вы именно тот человек, который вдохновляет, заставляет двигаться вперед. И такие оправдания, как нету времени или я стригу на потоке, это все оправдания, потому что если вы реально хотите добиваться успеха и если вы реально любите свое дело, вы найдете на это время всегда. Те, кто хочет, ищет возможности, те, кто не хочет, ищет оправдания. В общем-то, на этом, пожалуй, и завершим рассказ об Академии Menspire и о салоне Menspire. И будем надеяться, что в следующий раз, когда мы будем в Англии, нам удастся поговорить с создателем бренда Джошем Ламонакой.